What's up, guys? Welcome to Kickback and Vibe. I'm your host, DNYC, and we the only show where you can kick back, relax, and have some fun here in Midtown, New York City. I'm super excited because this guest I'm about to bring to the stage is the CEO and founder of Sweet Fingers Catering, who's had tremendous success for 20 plus years in the game. Plus, his first time at the function, he's known for chefing up meals, and I got to know more about him. Y'all show some love for Paul German. Hey, brother, what going?
But there, everything all right?
Yes, sir.
One love every time, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nice and clean, you know? All right.
All righty. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Thank you.
Good, I'm good.
Well, I've never interviewed a chef, but I've seen y'all cook, and the food be amazing. So I'm gonna
Appreciate
give y'all that, man.
Appreciate it.
But first, let's start off. We start off the show by saying just thank you for coming and just give you your flowers. Over 20 plus years in the game, it's not easy.
Not easy,
A lot of
man.
BS. A lot of
Yeah, a lot of
food costs,
a lot of time. Yes, sir.
a lot of time and attention.
From
energy.
the family too.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
But you know what? Let's just jump straight in. Let's just take it all the way back to your roots. You're from Jamaica, and I'm curious to know, where did the love, for food and cooking come about?
All right, the love for food. When I was at least 5-year-old, my father was a farmer, so that definitely strike.
Organic
yes,
food
sir.
and everything, yeah.
So we farm all kind of food, potato, pumpkins, cassava, natural foods growing like vegetables, pap chow, carrot, cucumbers, bell peppers, tomatoes. So I always see my mother make nice meal from those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But one thing, we couldn't get to go to the kitchen, because in Jamaica,
Mama don't play.
No, you're not allowed in the kitchen. So definitely, the way I kind of watch my mother, of course, is through the kitchen hole. We have outside kitchen. It's not like, back in the days, we don't have inside kitchen, outside, like zinc, board, yeah.
Yes.
So my mom always beat my brother and me not to come to the kitchen. So definitely, I always speak to the hole and see how she season her food, how she cook her dumpling, how she fry.
You could have asked her for the recipe, though.
Of course, I got you, man. No problem. But she's a lady where do authentic stuff, Definitely. She bake her bami from scratch. She wring her cassava, she grate it, she wring it, then she make her bami, and we make bami dumpling too, cassava dumpling, all kind of that. But the way how I get to groove in the system is like, I watch my mother, man. And one day I told her I will cook just like she, but she never believed me though. So I prove her right now as we speak. Okay. But saying that, my culture was very intense though, because in my country is a third world country. We don't have certain equipment and tools to use like now. Nowadays, chef use little tweezers and all these things on the food. Yeah. So that's where everything started from when I was a little boy, and I never stopped. So from there, I go to school. I went to hard school in Jamaica. Hard school is like a academy here.
A culinary?
Culinary.
Okay,
yeah.
Yes,
sir. So I did that for 9 months, and leaving from there, I went right in the hotel industry in Negril. Jamaica, in the West. Being there, I went in the hotel as a trainee, never stopped. I always get less hours than everybody, man. I don't know why, but I never stopped going to work. I never stopped pushing, and from there I grow. I go from trainee to casual, and from casual to supervisor of the kitchen. There I start to take my food more intense, my plating, my presentation.
I wanted to ask that, sorry to cut you off, but what was it like now, being that you went from manager to supervisor? Now you're a person who's running this business. So like, talk about, you're not just dealing with the food, you're dealing with the customers.
Yeah.
You're dealing with employees.
A lot.
Employees is pulling teeth from time to time.
Yes, sir.
Talk about that experience, and did it ever humble you like, wow, I didn't think I'll make it here because I was making less hours? Or did you just say, you know what, I'm just doing what I love to do. Let me just continue to just find my
Facts.
way.
Yes, I always tell myself this is something I have passion for. It's not only from my head, it's from my heart.
Yes.
So once you taste my food, it's going to be from my heart too.
Yeah.
So yes, dealing with all the kitchen staffing, yes, it's very hard, man. They give you a hard time. You got to think twice. You think, am I doing the right career, or what am I doing wrong?
Right.
But when you have an aim in life, you never stop, man. And you keep growing because you put the passion out, of course. And right there, when I was in the hotel industry, I always tell myself, I won't make anyone pull me back, Even if it was hard, I'm still pushing. and being there, and my supervisor used to give me a rough time too, I'll be honest. Of course, you know,
Every job
everywhere
like
you go.
that. Yeah.
But I always be humble. I'm a very humble person, man. I don't make success get to me, man. I just stay, keep growing and stay focused. But yes, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy road. And to grow from there in Jamaica, I leave from the hotel industry to the cruise lines. I used to work on cruise ship also, where I used to work for Disney Cruise Line, and there you get even more humble. So now on the cruise ship, you're like in the military.
It teaches you discipline.
Discipline, man.
Absolutely.
Firm discipline. From grooming, appearance, to discipline in the kitchen. You can't just take up a knife and turn like that in the galley. And the ship is called...
Chop you up.
Yeah, it's called a galley. A kitchen on the ship is called a galley. So you can't just take up a knife and just turn like that. You got to say, behind me, you got to look. You know, so it keeps you in a way to be focused on what you're doing and do it properly. And on the ship also, man, any food you prepare has to be hot. Has to be hot. So you serve hot food hot, cold food cold.
Oh, wow.
And that's one of the things that keep you going sturdy and focused.
Okay, cool. Now, you are the CEO and founder of Sweet Fingers Catering.
Yes,
20
sir.
plus years in the game. Curious to know where the name come about. How did the name come about?
Thank you for that, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So cooking in all of these places. After coming off the ship to America, I be cooking at restaurants and so on, and people be saying, listen, chef, I'll be honest with you, your fingers are so sweet. And I say, what do you mean by your food is tasting good, man? So working with so much restaurant and big shot bosses and so they make millions of dollars, I was like, you know what? If he's saying my food is tasting very good.
What's up? That's what's up. You know, what are the requirements for starting your own catering, your own catering business? Like, are there certain licenses and requirements you need to have? Just, tap in with that.
Yeah, for sure. First, you got to have a food protection management course.
Absolutely.
License, yes. So it's a 5-year management course where you know how to handle food, prepare food, store food, definitely. And you also got to have, if you want to open an LLC too, definitely you got to open an LLC, and then you put that business name underneath your LLC and stuff. So there is always loopholes where you can do. Some people charge for LLC, some people don't. But for me, I like to go the right way, man. Paperwork. I don't want to take no shortcuts.
It'll save you in the long run.
Yeah, it will. Listen, man, I want to do everything just the right way.
Everything by paper.
So yes, your requirements are not much, and your experience, of course. You want to go in a business where you have that amount of years experience that you can know. Even if you hire, say for instance, I'm a chef. If I hire a chef and I said make hollandaise sauce, he know what to do, and you know what he's going to put in there too. So definitely you have to have an idea of running the business and know about the business. Yeah, so that's not much requirements, but you got to pay attention to it, man.
Absolutely.
Attention to details.
Absolutely. I'm very like big on that, because 9 times out of 10, if you have somebody working for you and they're going to do an event, you want to make sure that they know what they're doing. You never want to feel too iffy about a person, because once you start having that thought and start having that gut feeling, that's a problem, and then you don't want to be worried or have people talking bad about the brand, because at the end of the day, they're a representation of the brand.
Yes, sir.
So I'm glad you was able to really just speak volume on this, each and everything, and just going by the paper. Let's just shift gears a little bit. You moved to New York in 2015, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
when you came to New York, I'm pretty sure you've seen a huge difference from Jamaica to New York.
Oh, yeah.
Hustle and bustle, rush hour.
Rush hour.
People here, sometimes, if they don't feel like cooking, they run into the nearest corner store.
Man.
Chopped cheese.
It's a lot. Working in New York, I used to work in the city in 2017, and man, city never sleeps, my friend.
Oh, yeah, people are hungry nonstop.
Listen, they say New York have the best pizza. Yeah, of course. But people always be buying all kind of fast food too, It's a fast going. The people don't like to cook.
Yeah.
So that's where the catering come in, man. If you don't want to cook, you just holler at me, I cook it for you. I bring it to you.
Was it hard? Was it like a hard transit? Because you're seeing like we have advanced technology. Was it hard bringing your Jamaican roots to the city and then using the the latest technology to really keep up, to really help the business continue to push forward?
It wasn't hard because when you say Jamaican, a lot of people know about Jamaican food and what it's bring, the spices, the herbs. So it wasn't hard to bring my kind of food from Jamaica to here. No, it was good because people like it. But also, I don't only cook Jamaican food. I cook global food also. Italian, France, Greece, you name it, right across the board. But the fact that the whole thing when you say if when I cook, no, it's all set. It's all set, man. We bring it to the table. People like it, and again, working with other people, you always implement ideas too, you know. So you know, you're making something. You can say you can add a little bit of spice to that, little balance it, and there you go. You know, Jamaica infused with American comfort food, you know, Italian right across the board. You just keep going, man.
Okay, cool,
Simple
cool.
and nice.
I like that. I like that. You know, with the success you've had, I'm pretty sure it came with trials and tribulations, trial and error. You know, just talk about some challenges you had and how were you able to overcome it? Because it seemed like you're just free spirited. You know what I'm saying? You let your work do the talking. But you know, before you was confident within yourself, I'm pretty sure there was challenges building your business along the way. Just talk about that.
Yeah. Of course, it a lot of challenges to your success, but I never stop. Challenges like you be in a job. So yeah, for instance, I go into work today, and then my boss tell me, listen, I got to give you some time off for 3 months. How would you feel? You know, that's a big challenge. Just hit you in the face
just
like
the thought
that.
of how a person gonna pay their bills is
You see what
gonna
I
make
mean?
them panic.
So
Yeah.
definitely, and you try to implement a business where you need to have some kind of funds running and coming in to help you too, because you have other needs. So definitely something like that, man, something hit you in the face and you will be thinking, am I doing the right thing? Am I trying to treat somebody bad or nothing? But you know, you never give up. You just keep pushing. And your goals, when you set your goals and when you're writing your goals, your dreams, you can't make nothing pull away your thoughts from that. So definitely, yeah, some heavy challenge may come your way in difficult times, but you know, gotta keep focused. Gotta keep focused, gotta push it, man.
Absolutely. How many events would you feel like you've done? I guess you could say in New York so far.
Oh, that's a big number, man.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's a big number. Yeah, maybe
I don't mean to put you on the
300,
spot.
400 events, man, it's a lot because I used to work with a big company called Hirsch, and we used to pull down some nice catering business, man. Like maybe 60 catering for the week, you know. It's a lot. It's keep going. So I would run it off to like 400 and something or more, man. It's a lot.
Yeah. So
It's a lot.
So walk me through like a day for you. Let's say you have an event. Let's say at 6 o'clock, right? How does that work for you? Are you already buying your groceries a month? Not a month prior, but a day prior. Like how does that everything work? Because you still got to get to the location and make the food.
Yes, sir. So when you're doing a catering, everything must be confirmed in 2 weeks.
True.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, everything must be confirmed in 2 weeks. Half of the payments must be.
After pop.
Yeah, yes, sir. And within like a week, like 3 days or so, all your food's supposed to be in. Because you have to do your inventory and make sure everything is all right. And you got to have a count of the guests, of course. So everything will be set. So when you go for the 3 days prior to your cater, you will like have all your food ready. Whatever you're using for the catering business, you will have everything in portion and ready. So at the day at the function, you go to the function, you display all of that work, hard time put in, start cook, prepare. You say 6 o'clock is the function, you're going to be there at least 12. Got to give yourself some room because what if you're going in your bus and something happened on the street? You're going to be late, right? So definitely you have to always be on at least 2 hours prior before original time of the event.
There's a lot of discipline I can tell was instilled within you, right? And because you're so disciplined, it really helps you structure time management,
Yes, sir.
how to deal with people because it's customer service at the same time.
Oh, yeah, man.
It just shows that, you know, like you said, you were raised properly, but more importantly, it just shows what kind of businessman you are, and that's what makes people want to continue to inquire about you. I can't even tell you how many times I would say in New York, that you'll work with a business, and 9 times out of 10 is like a huge runaround. And, you know, I feel like experiences like that with people not only motivates me, but also motivates you, because it's kind of like, if I give people the best of the best, they're always going to want to book with me. They're
Right.
always going to want to keep me around, because that helps me not only expand my name, but it expands the business.
Business, yes, sir. You got to plant yourself.
Yeah.
So you got to build confidence in your customers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make them see like you're capable of running their wedding, whatever party or cater they want. Yeah, you got to make sure you have their hopes and everything is all right, everything is set. So that's where how you build your clientele to, you know. So cater for someone, you got to put your all out. Your food, your decoration have to be set. Your food have to be on par, hot, cold food, hot, and you know, everything just set and ready to go.
Thank you so much for just coming. Real quick before you go, I just want to say thank you, but more importantly, thank you for teaching me a lesson. And the lesson you taught me today is always be a man of your word,
Yes,
be
sir.
passionate about what you do, and that's what's going to continue to have people to come back to you.
That's
like,
it.
I'm not going to lie, living in New York, I feel like we're disciplined, but then we also sometimes fall off track. And not only, I love how you stress the importance of being a man of your word.
Yes, sir.
Because that's what's going to bring the people back. And I feel like that's a message that is it's a simple phrase to comprehend, but sometimes it could go over
sir.
many people's heads. So just thank you. I feel like you taught me a valuable lesson. Just always
Appreciate
continue
that.
to be my true, authentic self. Take my ass in the kitchen and learn some new meals.
I got you.
But,
and thank you for bringing me back in Jamaica with my favorite meal, man. Yeah.
Okay.
You're the second person to ask me that question. What's my favorite meal? I like that.
I gotta
so much.
ask, man. You chef up so much within 20 years, you never know. Yeah, it could probably change over time.
That's simple. That's
Yeah.
simple but nice, man. I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Thank you.
you for having me too, man.
Yeah, I
Appreciate
gotta ask one more thing. Can we ever see you possibly moderating classes and teaching men and women how to cook?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm thinking about something because I'm currently on my book right now. I'm writing a book.
Oh, okay.
So definitely.
Well, you gotta come back for that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The
Okay.
next 4 to 5 months I'll be finished.
Okay.
Yes,
No
sir.
problem.
So for like teaching culinary students, yes, in the next maybe year or so, but I gotta have a certification for that. So definitely working on that. That's gonna be interesting. I'll surely come here and teach you.
And
sir.
vibe out.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Right now, you know. I got you, man. No problem about that. But yes, yeah.
All right,
I'm
cool.
thinking about that also. So little makings
Yeah.
in the role, you know. So you will see displaying every time, definitely.
All right, cool. Paul, thank you so much.
you so much,
Always
man.
welcome back.
Anytime, man.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you
Major
for
shout
having
out to Tracy Comment. Real quick before we go, just let them know where they can find you on this camera right here.
All right. Well, you can find me on Instagram, Chef Paul. And you can find me on Facebook. You can find Chef Paul also. On TikTok, you have Sweet Fingers Catering, an event. You can find me on also, it was 3, right?
You got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You got it.
Yeah, so you got all my link. Yeah, chefpaul.com, and then you have Sweet Finger Catering, and you will find me. You see what I can do, and definitely holler at me anytime if anyone needs to be collab, and bring it. We can display it in many ways.
Okay, cool. Well, there you have it. I appreciate Paul German stopping by the function and really talking about his success within the catering industry and just talking about his love and passion for cooking. I appreciate my team backstage, my viewers. Thank you so much, so much. Okay, we're gonna start that over. My bad. 5, 4.